Oh, no, I insist after
No,
you.
you go ahead.
No,
Charlie.
Miles.
All right, welcome back to another episode of the
Oh,
Belly
you
Up
weren't going to give me one
Podcast.
more chance to do it?
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. No,
No,
I couldn't.
you go ahead.
I insist. Folks, welcome to another episode of the Bellied Up Podcast. I'm your host, Charlie Berens. That's my name, and I'm sitting next to Miles, the You Betcha guy. Some of you know him as Miles Montplaisir. I just know him as, what's up, guy? Anyways, friend, pal, compadre, whatever. We're here at the Packing House in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, one of the premier supper clubs in Wisconsin. Miles, I got to tell you something. There's nothing better than a supper club in Wisconsin.
I love the vibes in here.
I mean,
It's intimate yet spacious. It's everything you're looking for in a supper club, to be honest with you, Charlie.
yeah, there's a piano in the corner. There's some nice sort of 60s circular architecture, you know, nice rounded countertops, fine linoleum on top, and, you know, just some of the wood is just a very interesting architectural situation in here. Beautiful photos. I mean, this is just a wonderful supper club. Circular mirrors, for gosh sakes. I just love the nice fan.
Yeah, and the Packing House here in Milwaukee is actually right next to the airport, Charlie.
Yeah, have you been to the airport?
I have. I'm actually headed to the airport after this, back to the frozen tundra that is Fargo, ND.
Do you need a ride?
Yeah, I might need a ride from you.
Well, it's close enough to walk.
Okay. Thank you. But makes me wonder, Charlie. You know, I kind of like the Milwaukee airport.
Oh yeah,
It's like a big, decent sized airport, but it still has that small airport feel.
oh, it's a solid airport, my
And
guy.
you go through airports quite a bit. You're traveling, you're on tour, you know,
Yeah.
doing your thing.
Oh yeah.
What would you say is airports get a bad rap? You know, they use like, oh, airports, there's security, all that stuff. But what do you like about airports?
But they get a good folk song. Well, I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know if I'll be back. Right?
Yeah.
Because you said they get bad rap.
Yeah.
And I said they get good folk songs.
I
So
like that.
way funnier than you gave it credit for in the moment, Miles. Way funnier.
What do you like about airports?
I like to think somebody in the audience laughed at that. I like to think somebody did. What do I like about airports? Is that the question?
Yes.
Oh, well, here's what I like about airports is you're never alone in an airport. You're never alone in an airport.
I could have thought for 6 years straight on all the things that you may say you like about airports, and I never would have came up with that.
I mean, you're not. Yet people are always moving and grooving. Life is happening. There's always a goal. Like you could be in a weird point in your life, and there's always someone there at another point. One of the most beautiful things about an airport, one of my real true favorite things, is I get there early, which I never do. I never get anywhere early.
Yeah, we know.
All right, let's put more realistic perspective. I accidentally got there early, or I have a layover, or more realistically, I missed my flight and I'm there for several hours. Sometimes I like to get to one of those bar situations where they have a little sort of a rail along the edge of the bar, and you can look out to the rest of the airport.
Oh, yeah.
And I just like watching.
You're a people watcher.
I'm a running people watcher. I like to look for the ones running.
Yeah.
There is something so peaceful. It's kind of like being in a high rise and looking down at rush hour traffic going, you fools. I am observing you and I can see your silliness. Why didn't you just get here earlier? Says a guy who missed his flight, and that's why he's watching
maybe
people
it's
run.
not their fault. Maybe the airline, the first leg was late. That happened to me, actually, and I had to run through the Denver airport, and I still missed the plane, and so I would never again will run for a plane.
Hey,
New personal rule of mine.
they're not worth running after. Don't go chasing waterfalls or airplanes.
Just stick to the lakes, the rivers and lakes you're used to.
And trains. So, Miles, I got to ask you, what do you like?
So I'm the exact opposite of you, Charlie. The best part about the airport is when you have a little time, you go find a gate that no one's sitting at. And I like to slap right in the corner and just mind my own business.
Oh, do you take a nap? Are you an airport sleeper?
No, not really, actually. But maybe just working on my computer, maybe just looking out the window. Just something about being in a place that's super busy and finding a spot that's not. Very therapeutic for me.
It is therapeutic. And Miles, I think we're kind of on the same page. Even though you're never alone, you are so alone in an airport. You know, nobody knows you, really. I mean, people know you because you're the You Betcha guy. But for most people, nobody knows you, you know, and yet there are people around. It's like you're existing in this sort of terranium, this simulation, if you will. And it's got its own rules, its wild rules and things that some of them make sense, some of them don't. 3.4 ounces of liquid, why not 3.5?
I don't know.
You know, and are you telling me you can't bring a whole ass knife into the airport, but you can bring several different pieces that you could clip together into some form of a blade, a skizzers? These are the questions, you know, that not enough people are asking. Do you know one time I brought my grandpa gave me this buck knife that my great uncle Heine made over at the steel mill. Beautiful knife. It was leather that was heated up on the handle, and it looked like nice gemstones, if you will. And there was about a 3.5 to 4 inch blade, Miles. Nice buck knife. And I put it in my bag, and it got through airport security. And I had no idea I left it in my bag. I was freaking out when I pulled it out. And I said, how did this get through? What I realized is that the sheath had a piece of lead in it. And that piece of lead blocked it from the airport security. And now we have a big problem, actually, because I just told people how to get through airport security with a 5-inch blade. We're going to have to take this all out of the podcast. Anyways, what was the question?
No, I think that it's weird, though. You think if they saw lead in someone's pack, they would check it out.
You would think. They didn't, though. Okay. And it could also just be someone's first day on the job. So
did this happen to happen in like 2000, maybe 1999?
No, Miles, I'm not that old, you jerk. Wad. This happened in, I would say, so I was living in Los Angeles at the time. I would say it happened about 2012.
Okay.
Yeah,
that is concerning.
Well, should we take some callers?
Yeah, we should. Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who we talking to?
This is Aaron.
Hey, Aaron, what's going on, my guy?
All right, I'm currently in medical school. I'm in my third year of medical school.
He's an M3. That's what you call yourselves, right?
That's right.
M3. See,
I am an M3.
Yeah, for you.
And what do the M's numbers go up to?
4.
Okay, you're almost through then. I'd say you're almost 75% of the way done.
I'm graduating in a year.
Okay,
good for you.
That's awesome.
So, what kind of doctor are you going to be?
My plan is to be an ER doctor.
Oh, we got that. We got George Clooney on the phone. Did you ever watch that show ER on the television back in the day?
You know, that was a little bit before my time.
Before my time, too, of course.
Yeah.
But some of the kids don't know, before George Clooney was a tequila man, he was a doctor. He's really the Renaissance man of our years. I mean, he's done so many different jobs. So. That guy was an astronaut, too.
You know, I met George Clooney once.
Did you?
Yeah, and I got proof he signed my tequila bottle.
Did he? Did he sign your friggin' Casamigos?
Yeah, I literally saw George Clooney. All I had on me was a Casamigos bottle. I had him sign it. He had his buddy there with him, so I had him sign it as well.
His tequila buddy?
Yeah.
Golly.
Yeah. So, I didn't want him to feel bad, so I got a signature.
Miles.
Pretty recognizable.
That's pretty cool. That is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool.
Aaron, do you have a George Clooney signed tequila bottle?
I do not. I do not.
Not many do. Not many do.
I'm thinking I have to get one now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, maybe if you see him, he can sign your scrubs too, because that'd be pretty cool.
Yeah, there we go. That actually would be pretty cool.
Charlie,
my question for you guys.
Yeah, go ahead.
My question for you, is, if you guys were doctors, what kind of doctors would you be?
Okay, Charlie, if you were a doctor, what doctor would you be?
Well, I'd be a dick doc.
Okay. All right, Dick Doc.
Yeah.
What's going on?
You know,
Why are you a Dick Doc?
because I feel like I know my way around one.
Okay.
And
You've been around one your whole life.
Yeah. And I feel like too many fellas are, nervous about something's wrong with their pecker. They're nervous or they're embarrassed. And I would make a bunch of videos like, "Hey, I'm Charlie the Dick Doc. Let me tell you about your pecker, fella." And I make a bunch of rhymes and funny little things so people learn about their pecker.
Well, make them feel comfortable too, because going to the doctor for your pecker is a little bit of an uncomfortable situation for most folks. And if you can make them feel right at home.
Yeah. Yeah. I would start off by saying, you do a campaign about checking your balls, because you got to do that, fellas. If you're not rubbing those balls every night, you're going to want to start thinking about it. Testicular cancer is a real thing. And also, look, Charlie the Dick Doc knows. Fellas, it's always cold in the doctor's office, okay? I'm assuming you got a few more inches on you, all right? So don't worry
I told
about
the damn nurse to turn the heat up in.
Yeah, jeez Louise. Hang on, these hands are freezing cold. They'll suck any turtle back into the shell. Voomp. So, that's what I think. That's where my calling really is right there.
Yeah, it might be a little cold in here, but I see you got a sweater with a hood on it to keep yourself warm.
Yeah.
Oh, we're a turtleneck guy today. Okay. Well, that's how she goes.
Now, Charlie, what would be your line as you're doing your exam? Is there any good lines that come to your mind?
Yeah. Can I get you some tea? Because looks like you got a cough. As I'm cupping the balls, trying to get a little cough, seeing if there's a hernia going on. Well, enough about me.
Right.
And quit testing me, Miles. What would you be? What kind of doctor would you be?
I'm looking for maybe the easiest doctor job.
Yeah.
And maybe Aaron can help me out with maybe what is the one that you do the least amount of work for the most amount of money. That's what I'm looking for. Aaron, what would you say? What medical doctor has to do the least amount of work for the most amount of money and also not too much risk either?
I'm going to say dermatology.
Okay. He knew it right off the top. Is that why it's super hard to become a dermatologist?
That's exactly why. It's one of the big reasons, because they have, the great, work-life balance.
Yeah.
Now, I don't necessarily love having to deal with things like herpes and stuff like that, but...
Well, that's for the Dick Doc to take care of.
Yeah, I'll refer them to you.
Yeah, that's it.
Me and Charlie just keep referring people back to each other,
Oh, man, I tell you guys, I went to the dermatologist, and I was like, I got this mole on the back of my head that, it always, gets hit by the comb when I'm getting my hair cut. So I was like, can you just, slice that sucker off? I don't want to deal with it. And she says, yeah, that's no problem. And then I realized I got charged for that, and I was like, and the way she sliced it, it wasn't I've cleaned enough walleyes. I probably could have gotten the fillet knife out and got that done myself. So, but I'm sure she did a better job. Anyways, it's just nice to know that a little slice, if you're half good with a knife on the dermatology thing, you can rack up that money pretty damn quick. Anyways, I digress.
It probably would have been a little more sterile than your walleye knife too.
Yeah, well, I would have put it through the hot knifing thing,
No, yeah, you would have dipped it in some vodka.
Yeah, there you go. There's plenty of ways to sanitize.
In the tequila.
There you go.
George Clooney tequila.
Signed bottle. How do you feel about becoming an ER doc? Are you nervous about it?
Not really. Before school, I worked in an emergency department for a while, and so I think that's kind of why I want to do it now.
Yeah, why are you drawn to it? Is it the thrill of the pressure and the frantic environment, or what? Why you want to be an ER doctor?
A little bit, yeah. And I think I don't really get too nervous about many situations. Nothing really seems to bother me that much. Like I don't really care about all the bodily fluids or whatever that's coming out of a person. So I feel like if I can just remain calm in those situations, someone's got to do it. And
should we?
If I can do it, I might as well do it.
Should we role play and see if he's ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh gosh.
All right.
Oh gosh.
Who do you want to be, Charlie?
Oh, jeez. Dr. Aaron, how are you? Hey, look, my buddy Miles here. He's got a real issue going on right now. Can you help him?
I split my scrotum.
He split the scrot, Doc.
Split your scrot.
He split the scrot. We were on a diving board, and I said, do the ass drop into the pool, and he accidentally hit the tip of the diving board. He did the old scrot splitter. And
oh god,
I know.
There's blood everywhere.
Yeah,
I'm starting
blood everywhere.
I think I may be in shock. I might be in shock,
Maybe.
Charlie.
Can we save the testes, Aaron?
I want to have more kids. I need to have more kids.
He didn't donate the sperm before. We need to get this pecker up and operating. By the way, I want to be a dick doc one day. Are you laughing at his condition? We got Dr. Aaron. We got a split scrot over here. All right,
Doc Aaron, my nuts are hanging lower than they usually are. Help me out.
He needs a new bag for his bag.
No. All right, we'll get surgery involved. This is a problem for surgery.
Oh, you're gonna delegate my balls to someone else?
Doc, we need. Is he gonna be okay?
He's gonna be fine.
Am I gonna have to get metal nuts for the rest of my life and be clanking around the mall?
That'd be actually awesome.
That would be heavy.
Well,
hey, he can handle it. You know, just build the quads. Well, Dr. Aaron, I think I'm going to give you a C on that. I can tell you need another year of the bedside. Someone comes in with a split scrot, you're going to need to come quicker with the bedside manner.
Yeah, I was going to say I didn't feel as comforted as I'd like to be. You know, it was kind of just a cold, hey, get the hell out of here, go to surgery.
Yeah, it sounds like you've been working in an ER before. How do you do that? How do you take it from, I mean, this is your office. You show up day in and day out, but for everyone going into the ER, it's a real special occasion for them, you know, and they're scared. Mm-hmm. How do you comfort them, even though you've seen this shit every day? Also, what's the weirdest thing you've seen in the ER?
The weirdest thing I've seen, I've seen a split scrotum before.
And is that what you did?
That is not what I did. It was a kid. It was a couple years ago, July 4th. He was in the water, and the boat propeller, they backed into him in the water.
Oh, no. Damn.
Yes, and he had several lacerations going from basically his knee to his waist on his right leg.
Did his pecker stay intact?
Everything was intact. It was just kind of there, I guess. I don't.
So was it
everything was intact.
Was it a stitch it up situation?
It was a stitch it up situation, and then send them to the surgeon and let the surgeons clean it out and make sure there's gonna be no infection or anything involved with it. Okay.
All right. So now, folks, listen. Now nobody likes hearing these things, okay? But this is a PSA for all of you out there. If you're in the frickin' boat, okay, don't be drinking. All right, there are scrotes out there in the water. All right.
Well, if you're driving the boat,
right? They're everywhere.
What
else are you gonna do on a boat if you're not driving? If you're not drinking? Charlie?
Well, if you're driving, don't be drinking, and look around for God's sake. Don't go backing it out if there's a kid back. It drives me nuts. You know. Ugh.
Yeah, that kid was. I think he was wakeboarding and fell off the wakeboard, and they were going back to pick him up, and they just backed too far into him.
Yeah. You know what I hate? I don't like when you're out there wakeboarding or whatever, and they got the music up super loud. you know, when you're like going to get the guy, because then you can't hear someone say, "Stop, you dumb fuck," you know. Anyway, it just drives me nuts. But wow, that's wild. Whew. All right.
Yeah.
What's the
That was an
weirdest thing?
Well, Charlie, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
How can we help Aaron here? You know, he called.
I forgot what he wants our help for.
No, I'm about to tell you what we're going to give him advice on. He didn't ask for it. We're going to tell him.
All right.
What are some tactics he can deploy to make someone who comes in the ER feel a little more comfortable in there?
Well,
Yeah,
you say
that would be good. That'd be good to know.
Hey, that is good. Hey, welcome to the ER. My name's Aaron. What can I get you? Yeah, you want a beer while you wait? All right. Well, just have a seat right over there next to Terry. Terry's in here for a little shot of something special. You know, comes in every now and again. But yeah, what do you think? Miller Lite, Liney's, you want an old fashioned?
Yeah.
Have some beer nuts.
Yeah.
Have some nuts or chips or
pretzels, something like
just
that.
Something to munch on.
Maybe add a little side of ranch with the pretzels could be good.
Pickles would be nice.
I think you should also make sure, especially if you're going to be in the Midwest. I don't know where you're at. I don't remember. But if you're in the Midwest, people are deal hunters here in the Midwest. They like a good bargain. So make sure you let everyone know what's on special that day.
And not
if you got scrotum stitches on special.
Yeah.
If you got
can we get a twofer?
Yeah. Basically, maybe him and Terry can do a 2-for-1 deal in the X-ray machine.
That's true. If we have two people getting X-rays, everyone needs X-rays, but X-rays is expensive. So, you just get Miles. Fantastic idea. The other thing is you want people to be cool in the waiting room, so like a couple broken TVs, some might be flipped to the news. We don't need the news. We don't need like old sitcoms or whatever. We just need ourselves like a bunch of newspapers with coupons in them.
Yeah.
So we can scissors, give us some scissors out there so we can cut coupons while we wait. All right. And also some cards would be nice.
Deck of cards, maybe a cribbage board could be
Play
good.
some
bar
cribbage.
dice.
Bar dice would be great. An open bar would be fantastic, but I know that would be a little expensive and problematic.
Especially in Wisconsin. Yeah.
Let's get a dealer out there. And what I love about North Dakota, you can walk into a bar and there's a dealer in the corner ready to deal blackjack. Let's get a dealer in the ER waiting room. Because what's a big part of the stressor for you as an ER doc is going to be people's annoyances when they walk in. And that can build over time. It builds cortisol on both ends of the deal. Like you're getting the excess cortisol because they have excess cortisol. Trying to limit that. So let's get a dealer in there and let's give them something else to focus their anxieties on, like gambling.
I think another thing is, I've been to hotels where when you check in, they have hot cookies waiting for you.
Oh.
You guys could have a baker on staff that's just keeping them fed with hot cookies. It leaves a better taste in your mouth.
Quite literally.
Yeah.
Hot cookies would be nice. Yeah.
What do you think of those?
Have fishing on the TV. I wasn't sure what to put on TV. I just want some nice fishing clips.
I can do fishing.
And if you could do it so it's not just a bunch of friggin' bass tournaments. I mean, I like a nice bass tournament, but let me see a guy catch some walleyes.
Yeah,
put Larry Smith outdoors on once in a while.
Yeah, maybe on Fridays throw on River Monsters. Maybe get the heart bumping a little bit more.
That could be cool. I'd like to. I want to see multi-species action on my TVs.
I tell you what, if someone's having heart palpitations, might level them right back out or jolt them back to life if you've got the river monsters on the TV.
Yeah, it's a healing experience.
It might shock them right back into rhythm.
There we go.
Exactly.
That's medical terminology. And now that I'm thinking of it, for God's sakes, Aaron, an entire wall, that's an aquarium.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that is the best part of the doctor's office,
And I would say the last one you could throw out there is just have some board games. I think you could probably have Operation sitting there.
Yeah, there we go.
Do it like beer league, though. You know how you have giant Jenga? Do giant operation, like shuffleboard size operation.
Yeah.
That'd be really, really
You
cool.
basically can warm them up for what they're about to do. You know?
Yeah, and have the electric shock be on yourself. You know, like how you get a little like you wear a collar, and if you hit the sides, it gives you a little. You know, like the dogs can handle it, we can handle it. So this sounds like an awesome ER.
I mean, also, you know, you go to, it's really popular nowadays to have experience-based businesses, right? Like there's a place in Faro called Clay Your Way where you can go and make something out of clay or stuff, or make your own food. You go to a restaurant, pay, and you cook the food, which is insane. But you could have a little craft station with like scalpels, and you could have them stitching up like bananas and stuff. I've seen that online of practicing. They could do their own stitches at some point.
Oh, that's
do it yourself.
Yeah, DIY stitches, and it's free labor for you guys.
And you know what? Now that Miles, I love this idea because when I was a bike mechanic back in high school, college, we had a station at the shop where people could just do it themselves. Like they had a tooling stand. They could fix their wheels on their own. You could do like brakes. There was a bike stand. So you could do all the easy stuff kind of yourself. That's nice for two ways. One, if it's really an easy repair on them, let's say they just need a few stitches. You got some Neosporin out there, some hydrogen peroxide, dip that sucker, stitch her up. And if they do a good job, great, they're out of your hair. If they do a bad job, they screwed it up more. Now you get more money. That was how we always said too. Like, okay, we'll give you the tooling stand. Good chance you're going to strip the deal. And then we're just going to have to, you know, put a whole new set of spokes on for you. So, anywho, it's a good business model is what I'm trying to tell you.
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Which one of those do you
basically,
like? Yeah, go ahead.
I think we should open a casino in the ER waiting rooms.
That's it. Hey, I don't want. Couldn't agree more.
I feel like that's what all this boils down into.
Yeah.
You think you can get upper management on board with an open bar?
You know, that one might be a tough one to pull.
No, here's how you pull it. You say, hey, do you want this? Okay. It'll pay for itself. We got a casino down there. The more they're drinking, the more they're playing. The more they're playing, the more they're losing. The house always wins. Keep them playing, you know? So that's it. Right there, you got it.
It may increase like the patient satisfaction surveys as well.
It will, yeah. They'll be so drunk they'll forget. You know, if they're a bleeder, they may start bleeding more because I think alcohol makes you bleed a little more.
But for the people who need blood thinners, they don't even need to. Yeah.
There you go.
Also, then you don't gotta worry about any sort of numbing agent.
Yeah,
they're already ingesting that themselves.
Oh, true.
Yeah, that'll
save money there.
Save you on the anesthetic. So, well, anyway, Aaron, I'm happy with the satisfaction. I hope you're satisfied with what we gave you here today. I'm satisfied with what we gave you here today.
Yeah.
So
I'm satisfied.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah. Well, man, we're excited for you. You're going to be a doctor here soon. And good luck on your last year of school. And good luck in the ER.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Remember, make those folks feel comfortable. They're in a scary situation. A little small talk goes a long way.
Does. Good bedside manner. And some gambling. All right. Bye-bye now.
And some gambling.
You betcha.
Bye-bye.
Nice guy that Aaron
Also,
is.
very funny that we're encouraging him to do small talk in the ER where time is of the importance.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I love you, Charlie, but you might be the worst ER doctor of all time. Oh, God, you got hit by a boat. Who was driving that?
Oh, jeez Louise. Now, what kind of a boat was it? Yeah.
Were they fishing? What kind of lures are they using?
Yeah. How was the bite that day? Yeah, I know. That's why I'm very grateful for all the real doctors out there. And, everyone's got their strengths and weaknesses. And my strength is in the BS. And,
Also, Charlie, it looks like George Clooney was also at this bar.
Oh, my God. He signed that bottle right there.
Yeah.
Wow. You should have told him.
I know.
What a coincidence.
What are the odds? Looks like his buddy was with him as well. It's on the other side of the bottle.
Do those guys always travel
They're
together?
everywhere together.
It's nuts. Well,
Should we take another call?
let's do it. Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who we chit-chatting with today?
Hey, my name's Kelsey.
Hey, Kelsey. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
Oh, can't complain. You know, we're just hanging out over at the packing house in Milwaukee right next to the airport. It's a good time.
Very nice.
Where are you calling in from?
I'm calling in from Jackson, Michigan.
Okay.
Oh, Jackson. There's a Jackson,
What's that?
Wisconsin, too.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah.
Jackson, Wisconsin might be a little better than Jackson, Michigan.
Oh, you been to the Jackson in Wisconsin?
No, I was just assuming.
Oh, well, you're probably right. So what's on your mind?
So I have a little bit of a predicament. My husband and I are on a beer league hockey team here. We're on his company-sponsored team, and we are going to be moving here in the next couple of months.
Okay.
So we're not going to be able to be on the team anymore,
Oh, no.
and we're really attached. It's really going to be quite sad and bittersweet to have to leave.
Yeah.
So I'm just wondering how I should essentially break up with them and let them know that we're moving and that we can't be on the team anymore.
Oh, my gosh.
Why are you guys moving?
We're moving to be closer to family. So we live in Jackson, but none of our family or friends are here. My husband moved here when he graduated college because he had a job here. But now he's fully remote, so it's irrelevant to be in the city. So we're going to be moving a couple hours east to be closer to my family because he's a Uper, so his family's all in the UP.
And how many times a week you guys got games?
It's just once a week in fall into the winter. So summer's the off season, but every Tuesday night, our calendar is pretty much blocked just for hockey because we get there, if it's 8 p.m. or 11 p.m. and then we're there until like 1 in the morning in the parking lot drinking beers. So it's a fun time and definitely the highlight of our whole winter. So it's going to be pretty sad to leave.
So what's wrong with a 2-hour drive every single Tuesday?
Yeah, I'm looking at a map here right now. I'm guessing, did you say your family's closer to Detroit area or?
Yeah, it'll be north of Detroit that we're moving. So.
Okay. Which city specifically?
I'm from Shelby Township, which nobody's really ever heard of, but I just say north of Detroit. It's about 45 minutes north.
Okay. Yeah, that's not too bad. 2 hours. You should be fine.
Yeah.
You should be fine. You know what?
Yeah.
Let's roll.
Yeah, okay.
We'll role play. We are the hockey
All
team,
right.
and you start breaking up with us.
Well, guys, we have some bad news.
What's
Oh,
that?
no.
Bad news.
What's going on?
Did someone die?
Did the plumbing go?
No, not this time.
Oh, thank God.
Sadly, we're going to be moving back to the east side to be moving and relocating. So I don't know if we're going to be able to be a part of the team anymore.
Oh, no.
Who are we going to have give us water on the bench now, Charlie?
Oh, my gosh. Well, this is a real tragedy. I don't know.
We're going to have to get a new cheerleader now?
Oh, my gosh. Well, not just that. I mean, these are two of the best players, too. I mean, it's a double doozy. Everyone's part of the team here. And I don't think we can do it without them.
Who's going to sharpen our skates now?
I don't know. But listen, I tell you, have you guys fully considered the consequences of your actions here?
We have, and we have considered making the drive every week. We have to have that discussion.
Oh,
and,
so you thought of the solution. That's for a second there. I thought you were telling us that you were actually going to quit the team because of just a couple hour drive.
They're not quitting?
No, they're not.
Thank God.
Yeah, she scared us there for a second. I mean, it's just like a couple trips to the Walmart and back,
that's not
you guys
bad
will be
at all.
fine.
Yeah,
You
we
do-
might have to.
Make that a couple,
We
two,
might-
three
might
times.
fine.
Here's what we're going to do for you. Sorry, I keep intentionally cutting you off. Here's what we're going to do. I'm going to send you a great fishing podcast you can listen to in the car every week. And that way you double up on your time, So anyways,
Oh, that's perfect.
glad you're still going to play with us.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes, but I don't know if we'll be able to do full time, but maybe part time.
Part time.
We'll see.
Oh, come on.
No.
Hey, what do you say? Do you go to church part time? No, that's not how it goes. All right. Now, do you say you're part time Michigander? No. Okay. Let's be honest. You're on this team. Okay, and we are happy to have you on this team. So we'll see you at practice. Okay, same time every week. We'll see you at the games. Okay, and by the way, next week you don't forget you're in charge of the snacks after. So we are counting on you for those Capri Suns and brandy old fashions.
Now, Charlie, I have thought of if they aren't going to make the drive.
Yeah,
I have thought of a potential good situation.
What's his, Miles?
Are you ready for this,
Okay,
Kelsey?
let's hear it.
Have you ever seen
I'm ready.
Have you ever seen the movie Good Will Hunting?
Yeah.
Messing, Kelsey.
No, actually, I haven't.
Okay, well, you're going to want to watch Good Will Hunting. And what, I don't remember, you say it was your boyfriend or your husband?
Yeah, my husband.
You're perfect. Okay. This is going to be the most easiest non-confrontational way to do it. He's going to go to the captain of the team's house. He's going to leave a note in his mailbox. And then all the notes
He is the captain.
Okay.
That's why it makes it interesting.
He's gonna go to the co-captain or the assistant captain, the one with the A on his chest. He's gonna go to his house, gonna leave a note, and it's gonna say, "Sorry, man, I had to go see about a girl." And then you guys don't even have to tell him.
Well, that's gonna be a little awkward, given the wife situation.
I know, but I mean, it's better than having to do the whole, goodbye and going away party and all that.
Okay, so that is one option. The other option is you're just going to be guilted into being on the team part-time because you caved immediately on that, Kelsey.
Yeah, I know. I think that's sadly what's actually going to happen.
You're like,
it's tough. We are very attached every week. I love to bake also, so I always test out like new cookie and brownie recipes. So I always like make treats to bring every week, and everyone looks forward to it every week. So it's gonna be a tough time,
Now I will have to say, and it may not feel right now, but there's probably another hockey league team wherever you're moving.
Miles, how dare you bring that up right now? She's hurt. She's in her mourning phase. You can't tell her there's plenty other skates in the sea right now. Ugh.
Yeah.
Listen,
that's a tough pill to swallow. Yeah.
Kelsey, let's be honest. You're a Midwesterner through and through. You're a people pleaser. You don't even want this to happen to begin with. You're going to be on this team part-time, and then it's like once you thought you were out, they're going to pull you back in. All right, so until someone pulls a hammy, you're still going to be doing the deal.
Yeah, that's probably
that could
true.
be another thing. You could just fake an injury, and then it's like you don't want to quit. The doc's making you quit.
Doctor's orders.
Yeah, that's true. I did hurt my knee last year, so that could be an easy one to fake in.
Yeah, I got arthritis due to my knee injury, and I just can't make it happen anymore. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a tough one. I don't know how they're gonna take it, to be honest. No one likes to be in charge. So my husband actually called in to the show, like he was on episode 11, I think it was. He's always the one that sends out the emails, and we're always the one that organizes everything. So I don't know what they're going to do if we're not on the team. So maybe needs to be part-time.
Well, maybe they'll just disband and dissolve after you guys are gone. Maybe that's okay.
Honestly, they might. Our team was struggling this past year. We went from first place 2 years ago to dead last year. But we definitely won in the fun category and the drinking category because we are the last ones at the rink every week. We get kicked out of the rink and we drink in the parking lot.
Yeah, that might be why you guys don't win any games.
Yeah, I think I can see what happened, why the slide started. You guys started to party too much. Yeah. You guys are like the rock stars of the like the behind the music. What's the name of your team called again?
It's just his company's team name, so it's not really anything fun.
You like how she said it's not anything firm? Is it a law firm?
Fun, I think she said.
No,
fun.
like it's fun. Yeah.
Look at me just
Anything
trying
fun.
to insert punchlines into this thing. Silly goose. Anyways, well, the team's sucking. I bet you the team follows you. I bet you that's how you
Get all
get
of
out
them
of
to
it.
go remote and move.
Oh, this is it. This is perfect. Yeah, this is how you get out of it in the way that you need to. Okay. If you say, I'm sorry, guys, we're leaving the team, they're gonna suck you back into the team. But if you say, guys, the team is moving, you're welcome to
we're
come with.
relocating the team.
Yeah.
Yeah, very
Yeah.
smart.
Okay,
actually.
I like this plan. I
Yeah.
like this plan.
Say you guys are welcome to come with. We are taking our talents to just north of Detroit a ways. It's only 2.5 hours. You're welcome to make the drive every single week. I've got a great fishing podcast for you to listen to. So you can double up the time in the car.
Hype it
That's
up.
it.
It's actually, instead of being like, hey, I'm sorry, guys, act really excited about it. They're going to be confused and just have to go with it.
Yeah.
You know, you maybe have like like LeBron James did with his decision. You have a bunch of hats. You got one for Grand Rapids. You got one for Milwaukee.
Kalamazoo.
You got one for north of Detroit. And that's what it would say on the hat is north of Detroit.
Yep.
And you guys do a whole Facebook Live situation. You play it up and then you choose where you're going and everyone's excited, but your team's going to be confused, but it's better than them being sad.
Yeah. And it's better than them guilting you into doing something you can't do. So this is all about avoiding
that's
guilt,
true.
avoiding true feelings. Is it's all avoidance, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. Yeah. I do like this plan though, because the rink kind of sucks anyway. So
See?
they don't like to
You need a new stadium.
this is only positive attributes for this plan. So
Yep. New ownership coming in town. Well, we're glad we could help you out with this, Kelsey, and congratulations on the new line of work or the new work from home situation. And we hope you enjoy yourselves up there north of Detroit a ways.
oh, thank you. Have a great time wherever you Milwaukee you said you are, right?
Yeah. Packing house.
I also wanted to honorable mention to the hold music that I now have memorized because I've listened to it a lot in the last few days.
Oh my gosh. How does it go?
The Veer Me, Veer You, great. It's a jam, and they all kind of blend together. I don't know which one is the end and which one is the beginning. But whatever one has like the saxophone is also
Wild Night. Yeah,
part. Yep,
that's
a
great.
great one.
Well,
Love the sax in that one.
hey, we should probably add some more songs to that whole music. What do you think?
They can only do
Yeah,
so
you should
many.
just add the whole album. I think.
Yeah, I'll add the album. Yeah, maybe someone else's album. So you hate someone else's album since you're on hold. Should never make my album hold music. Anyways.
No, it was great. I loved it. Loved it.
Oh, good. Well, hey, the album's out there if you want to buy it. You know what I mean? All right. Anyway, Kelsey, thank you for coming in. Okay, coming on the show. And we hope you watch for deer on your way north of Detroit. All right. Tell your husband we say hi.
Oh, will do. Talk to you guys later.
All right.
Real
Bye-bye
good.
now.
Well, Charlie,
Oh.
I actually can't. You that was a great solution at the end. Just relocating the team.
I thought of it.
I know you did.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
great, man.
I
It
thought
just it came out of no. It wasn't even me. I think it was just God sending. I was just the conduit.
you found God in this bar, and He told you relocate the team.
We found God in the packing house. We found God in the packing house. I found God in the packing.
house.
Yeah. Hey, by the way, these fried
Pickles? Are they pickles?
they're fried eggplant. It's so good.
Okay.
It's so good. Do you
Well,
want
let's
to
take
try
another
one?
caller while we try
You
some.
want to try one? Here, I'll get you some marinara
All right, we're
on
gonna
there.
take another caller.
All right. There you go. Open up. Nope. All right. Folks, when it's the summer solstice out, there's nothing I'd rather be doing than taking advantage of that extra sun by drinking a little tippy cow.
Mm-hmm. It's hot out on the summer solstice.
It is hot out, but there's nothing better than cooling off the end of the day with a little icy cold tippy cow.
It's one of my favorite summer solstice activities.
Ooh, going in for another sip right off the top.
Every time I have a party on the summer solstice, it's always like, you know what would make this summer solstice party better? Well, if we all had Tippy Cow. So now I don't even make it even a question that we're gonna have Tippy Cow or not. I make sure every summer solstice party has it.
Can I let you in on a secret?
Yes.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
Your coffee gets old. You forgot to finish it, right?
Yeah.
Don't throw that coffee out. Put that coffee in the fridge. Get it chilled.
Mm-hmm.
Summer solstice comes around. 6 o'clock. What do you want? A little pick me up because you're getting ready to enjoy the remaining hours of sunshine. Put some ice in the coffee. Put some Tippy Cow chocolate shake. Now you got a chocolate mocha. You're not wasting coffee. You got chocolate mocha. Everybody wonders, what do you do with your wounded coffee that you did not finish? Put in the fridge. Add some Tippy Cow.
The Tippy Cow summer solstice drink right here from the Bellied Up Podcast.
There you have it. There's your recipe, folks.
So guys, this summer solstice, tip it on back with Tippy Cow.
Moo. Hey, if you're ever in a pickle with an injury, just holler at your boy at Nicolay Law. Russell, I'm talking about. He's got your back like a trusty beard on a cold Wisconsin day. And we all know about the back beard, don't we, Miles?
The back beard? You talking about my back beard?
You got hair on your back?
I'm starting to get some more and more.
Do you trim that hair?
No, God,
good.
No. Yeah.
Because when it gets cold out, you're going to need that hair. Forget the ladies, what they like. If you're lucky enough to grow hair on your back.
Yeah, Nicolay Law is a lot like back hair.
It is.
It's got your back.
It's got your back.
And it's going to keep you warm when you've been left out in the cold.
And it's on the back of the insurance companies.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm talking about. Nicolay Law. That beard extends far beyond Russell's chinny chin. So give him a call, folks. 1-855-Nicolay.
Welcome to the Bellied Up Podcast. Who we talking to?
Hi there, this is Kayla.
Hi, Kayla. Kayla, it's me, Charlie, and my buddy Miles. How you doing today?
Good. I'm doing really well. It's a beautiful day outside today.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, you must be in Wisconsin. It's beautiful in Wisconsin today.
Well, I'm from Wisconsin, but I now live down in Indianapolis.
Oh, okay. You been to the, never mind. I forget the name of it. But I know John Dillinger shot a gun into the side of it. The Slippery Noodle or something.
I've heard of that. I've never been there.
I'll
Nice.
go check it out. So, Belly Up to the Bar, what's on your mind?
Well, I am getting married in June.
Congratulations.
Well, thank you. And we are having our wedding in Oconomowoc, and we're just wondering, how can we make this the most Wisconsin wedding possible?
Well, you called the right place. You did. What are you repeating me right now? Are you messing with me?
No. Well, Kayla, you called the right place, and I think we can help you out. Don't you think, Charlie?
Yeah, Miles, give me a wedding thing. Or you know what, Kayla? Give us the things that you intend on doing on your wedding, and we'll tell you how to Wisconsinify them. Wisconsinify.
Okay, perfect.
Wisconsinify.
Well, so first thing, we're getting married in Oconomowoc, so I feel like that name is just like a perfect town to be married in. Most Wisconsin name.
It is, and I'm telling you right off the bat, okay, you've gotta at the church, you gotta have a door guy. All right, and there's a password, so you make your wedding a speakeasy, okay? Like, and that's an homage back to the rum runner days, back when Prohibition, you needed a passcode, and the passcode to get into your wedding, they have to spell Oconomowoc, and if they can't spell it, nope, they don't love you. Sorry, see ya. And actually, don't do that for the wedding, or they'll intentionally misspell it, because do it for the after party. All right. If they really want that booze. All right. So keep on going. What else you got thoughts on?
Well, the other thing is we're getting married in an old dairy barn. So not even in a church.
So why did you call us to ask how you can Wisconsin your wedding up? I think it already is.
I mean, getting married in a dairy barn, that is perfect. Now, okay, hang on. Here's how you can amp that up even more. Have it be a functioning dairy barn, okay? I want you guys saying vows as the teats are getting milked, all right?
So instead of doing a unity candle ceremony, what you need to do is you both need to grab a teat and mix the milk into one bucket.
That is so beautiful.
That's your unity ceremony.
That is so beautiful. Your milk becomes my milk, and then you guys both have a nice little bowl of cereal together.
Down the hatch.
Yeah.
That's how the unity ceremony ends.
Miles, you're a genius. I don't say this often enough, but you really are.
Yeah, everyone these days does mixing sands together, tying rope together, lighting the same candle.
When two teats become one glass of milk, that is love.
It's
from the Bible.
You and your fiance need to go teat for teat at that unity ceremony.
I like what you did there. Nice little play on words. You know? Tit for teat.
What else you got going on at the wedding?
Well, we're going to try to get some Culver's frozen custard instead of cake.
Okay.
So.
Wait, you're going to try to get Culver's frozen instead of cake? What do you mean try? That's going to happen.
Well, yeah. I mean, we just got to make a phone call and we'll make it happen.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, that's good.
I like that. What else you got?
Well, what alcohol would be the most Wisconsinite? New Glarus? Probably.
Okay. Berens old-fashioned brandy. Charlie's just going to go out there and do a plug for that. You could do some Tippy Cow. You could do some, some Lineys, some Miller Lite, MGD, PBR, whatever. Miles, do you have anything to add to that?
I was going to say Berens brandy.
Well, thank you, Miles. Appreciate you.
At our wedding after the ceremony, everyone got a bottle of beer as they left it into the reception. You should just have old fashions waiting for them with Berens brandy.
There you go. Yeah. Maybe.
Yeah, good one.
Yeah, that would be nice. Maybe we'll send you a couple.
All right.
I think Charlie said he would sponsor an open bar at your wedding.
Oh.
Hey. There we go.
That's what he said.
How many people do you have coming to your wedding?
We invited 180.
180?
Okay, that's a good number, actually.
That is a good number.
About, probably 50 of those people won't show. It's a good number.
Jared, can we message her?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to message you. You give us your address. We'll send you a case of brandy, all right?
A case of brandy?
Right.
These are Wisconsinites. That's going to be gone in 10 minutes, Charlie.
Miles, there's a difference between being nice and being part of the problem, okay? I do not need to get them so liquored up at the happy hour that you get the best man up there talking about that one time they did that, and then the marriage is over in the 24-hour period. I am giving them just enough booze to have fun, not enough booze to let the demons out,
I don't know. Bottomless brandy kind of rolls off the tongue.
Bottomless brandy does kind of, it's like I just see a brandy Donald Duck in it,
Yeah.
Anyways, how's this all sounding? So far, so good. How else can we help you out?
Well, so as I said, we live in Indy right now. So half of our guests are from Indiana. So how can we make them feel the most welcome in Wisconsin and know that Wisconsin is the best?
Okay.
Oh, you want them to know that Wisconsin is the best?
Yeah, they always make fun of our accents, which I don't think I have an accent.
Oh, no, you don't. They have the accent, if anything.
Yeah.
What venue?
Exactly.
You're getting married right over at that barn. Well, I feel like, honey, no, Wisconsin is the
I know
best.
how you do it, Charlie. Come on. It's right in front of your nose.
What?
Before the wedding, you have, just like you're at Lambeau Field, a tailgate.
You tailgate the wedding.
You gotta have a tailgate set up.
Genius, Miles. Genius.
Burgers,
Good
brats, whiskey, beer, the whole thing.
Bloody Marys.
Yes.
Every single thing. That's perfect. Yeah, you got to
Some
tailgate this situation. Cornhole,
If a go,
testicle toss,
if a-
giant Jenga.
if a go pack go chant breaks out, then
Oh, yeah.
whoopsie
So
daisy.
be it.
Yeah,
So be it. What month are you getting married in?
June.
The end of June.
June. Okay, I have bad listening skills sometimes. Well, and listen, before you do that, the night before, take them out on the lake, do boat trips. Take them fishing. Get some tubers out there. That whole situation. Lake sports, water sports is what we like here. And if you want a boat, Miles, since I'm buying the Brandy, Miles is gonna buy you guys a boat.
Yeah, I'll buy you a boat.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's not going to be perfect. No, it's going to be definitely a Facebook Marketplace fine.
Hey,
Probably a $500 OBO.
but if she floats, she's a boat.
Yeah.
So there you go.
I think one mistake I made at my wedding, Charlie, was in between the ceremony and the reception, we got on a party bus and drove around and drank, right?
Mm-hmm.
What you need to do is you need to do a hay ride instead of a party bus for the party.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's going to be June, beautiful weather. Get an open cab back there, throw some hay, have a good time.
Yeah, that's
And then you can on Instagram after the fact when you post pictures of the hay ride, you can go back in my heyday.
yeah, or hey, that was a good time. Oh yeah, hey.
Hey, what do you say? Let's go back to the best day,
Yeah, this was the best.
most special day.
Yeah.
So there you go.
There's
Now,
that's just a few things right
do you
there.
want us to keep going with that, or you got the gist?
Yeah.
I think I got the idea. It's good. Good one.
I like it.
Uh-huh. The other thing you can do is kind of have well, I was gonna say a tornado viewing station. Like everyone's gonna sit there, like you just have binoculars out and you have beers,
Well, yeah,
and
you
it's
just
just
have-
a front porch.
Yeah, in the front lawn of the venue, you just have lawn chairs and cases of beer just sitting around.
They'll think it's for. They'll say fireworks / tornado viewing area. And the tornado, I mean, it's June. Yeah, you might get a tornado.
I have heard that a tornado on your wedding day is good luck.
I have heard that
I've
too.
heard that, so-
Isn't that ironic? I've heard it as well.
Isn't it ironic?
And let's
It's like a tornado on your wedding day. So it's like a free hay ride when you've already paid.
wow, dude, Miles, you got the vocals, my
I know.
You should have Miles as your wedding singer.
Yeah. Charlie can be the
Oh,
officiant.
there you go.
Charlie can be the officiant, and it will be the longest ceremony you've ever had. The amount of small talk.
I tell you what, when I look at the two of yous, and I'm sitting here, and I says that there's something special between the two of yous, it's me, okay? And that's
then
a
insert
beautiful
fishing
thing.
analogy, Charlie.
Now, I
Yes.
tell you this much, all right? Marriage, it's like a fishing pole. When you tie the knot today, you tie it like you're tying on your favorite musky lure. Okay. Now, yeah, that musky lure may go up in the trees every once in a while. It may go down and get caught up on some kind of a log on the bottom of the deal. All right. But you're going to yank and you're going to pull them because you're using that braided line. And that's why it's important you guys use braided line when you tied the knot today and you used a Palmer knot. That is not going anywhere. You like the pun I did? Not going anywhere. So anyways, if she's stuck on the bottom of the drink or stuck on the top of the tree, you climb that tree. You go to the bottom of the drink. And if you get stuck down there underneath the log with your foot and you drown, well, so be it. You did it for love. If you climb that tree, you fall out, you knock your head, go boink, it's over. So be it. You did it for love. The point is, no lure ever goes without you going in, because otherwise you're just gonna have to leave the pole. All right, you're gonna leave your pole if you leave the lure, and you don't want to be leaving your pole. You need that.
And And that is just one preview of what you could get if you hire Charlie.
Yeah, that's just the intro to the sermon.
Yeah, that's intro. So he's got probably, 4, 5, 6 parts after that.
And I tell you this much, before you go to bed at night, make sure you look each other in the bugs and say them 3 magic words. Watch for deer. There won't be a dry eye out there. All right?
Yeah.
Won't be a dry eye out there. Instead of throwing the garter the way you traditionally would, attach the garter to a fishing line. Okay, and you do casting the garter. Because how many times do you throw the garter and it goes to someone you don't want? Like, you shouldn't be holding my unmentionables. You know, you can, do almost a false cast, like a fly fishing thing. Like, oh no, not great Uncle Jerry. Let's give it to Jessica.
Can you imagine Great Uncle Jerry out on the dance floor trying to catch the garter?
I don't. Why do they catch a garter? I forget. Is it who's getting married next?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I think
that's the bouquet.
That's a bouquet.
Oh, that's a bouquet.
The garter.
What? That's kind of okay.
The garter goes to the husband.
The garter goes to the husband.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
I gotta be honest.
Midwest nice or creepy catching the garter.
But first of all, can we just talk about getting the garter at a wedding? That's the creepiest thing in the world. You got like this
It goes
bride.
to the husband.
You got the bride in the chair. You got this guy like going up with the mouth, like going up the leg. Did you do that at your wedding?
No,
I forgot.
we did not do that. I don't think. I don't remember.
I can't remember if I did that one time I got married or not, but it's still a weird thing to do. Everyone's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, and I think for your bouquet, I don't think you're going to want to do the traditional. I don't think you're going to want to do flowers. That's been done, right? That's cliche. I mean, they're doing that down in Texas and all over the United States. This is a Wisconsin wedding. So I think you're going to want to do, have you ever heard of edible arrangements before?
Oh, yeah.
So you're going to do a bouquet of all sorts of cheeses on that sucker.
Cheese bouquet.
Because, one, it's going to look great. It's going to smell great.
Mm-hmm.
And Charlie's sermon's going to get a little long, and you're going to get a little hungry, so you're going to have a little appetizer right there on the bouquet for you.
By the time my sermon's over, you're going to be plugged up till after the honeymoon. I'll tell you that much. Tell you that much right now. Yeah, this is going to be great. It's going to be a great wedding.
Is there any good way we can spice up the speeches, Charlie?
Well, that's why I only got a case of brandy. I'll come into them. All right. Speeches. Who's giving the speech?
Our best man and maid of honor.
Well,
yeah, Charlie.
I mean, but I want some details. Who are you most worried about giving the speech?
I think they're both going to be mature, but my maid of honor has known me since I was 10, so she's got some stories.
What's the story you don't want her to tell?
Probably any embarrassing sleepover stories of some embarrassing, 2 a.m. middle school girl conversations you have about boys and stuff.
I see.
Okay. I want, if you are worried about the speeches, I would just forego them and just do karaoke instead. I think make the best man maid of honor do a duet of Kid Rock, Sheryl Crow situation. Get them up there on the mic. Embarrass them. Don't embarrass you.
Yes, I love that idea.
Sitting down in a hotel. Everyone knows, but they won't tell. But those half-hearted minds tell me something just ain't right. Ooh. I put your picture away. I wonder where you've been. Miles, we're on the wrong verse.
Okay.
Jeez.
Right.
Anyways.
See, that could be fun. And then everyone's looking at them being like, wow, they're such idiots, instead of them sharing middle school stories and thinking you guys are idiots.
Yeah, exactly. Make them the center of attention, because we don't need it anymore.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, your day's done at this point. It's now their time to shine.
Yeah.
Yeah, if I talk, you talk to brides, most of them are like, I want to put the attention on someone else on my wedding day. That's usually what I've heard.
Yes, please.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's all about them.
Any other things you need advice on?
Well, no, but I mean, I think the wedding would only be best if you guys showed up and
I knew that was
sang
coming.
a little karaoke for us.
Yeah. Yeah. What day is it?
June 23rd.
Oh,
Sunday.
I'm having a kid on June 18th, probably.
And I got to be there. I'm the
bummer.
godfather.
Yeah, Charlie. Yeah, Charlie's got to be at the baptism. We're doing it right out of the womb.
Well, listen, let's say the baby's delayed or something. I'll see if I can't, make it happen.
Charlie's going to do a
right.
baptism by brandy situation.
Yep, the old brandy baptism.
I will never, ever. I always find a good way to get advertisements into my life, and I actually sold the baptism advertising to Berens Brandy this year.
And that's Miles gets the best kickbacks for this kind of dedication to the deal. So good old fashioned baptism is what we're calling these. See that?
I like that.
See that? No.
Yeah, my parents are gonna love it. They're gonna be like, "You doing baptism?" Yeah, good old fashioned baptism. And they show up and they see Charlie and they'll start to panic.
Yeah.
I'd be like, I didn't lie. It's an old fashioned baptism.
Yeah. Just gotta get the cherries in here. It's gonna be a sticky situation for next Easter, but we'll give her a go.
Yeah, if he's crying, just rub a little bit on his gums. And it'll calm him right down.
Yeah, just that's how they did it back in the day. Bringing that all back. Well, anyways, we are excited for you, Kayla, to have a wonderful wedding, and we hope to see you. Okay.
All right. Yeah. Thank you guys for all your help.
Tell your fiance we says hi.
Yes, indeed.
All right. Tell your wife I say hi.
I will.
Yeah.
Charlie?
I gotta find a time machine.
All right, Kel. Thanks for calling in.
Yeah, we'll talk to you soon.
All right. Watch out for deer.
Yeah, you too. Hell, Miles.
That would be a wedding I'd want to be at, actually.
What? That one?
What we just described
That would be great,
awesome.
man. I think she's going to do a lot of that. I really like that tornado viewing area. I think that's fun.
It's like the odds of there being a tornado that you can view in June at their wedding.
How
so
sick
slim,
would it be?
but you never know.
And the knocks are there just in case. Well, Miles, that just wraps her up for us. Another beautiful day on the Bellied Up podcast.
I would agree, Charlie.
Yeah, well, it was good. If there's anyone I got to do this podcast with, Miles, I'm glad it's you.
Oh, well, thanks, Charlie.
Mm-hmm.
I had other options, but I chose you.
Well, you were my only option, so there you have it.
Well, guys, thanks for tuning in to that episode. As always, don't forget what, Charlie?
Tip your bartender.
We'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye.